Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to Melinda's Messy Sink. In today's video, we will be making a Christmas recipe. This video is part of a Christmas recipe collaboration that is hosted by Falon with Family TV. I will have Falon's channel as well as the playlist of all of the creators listed below in the description box. Falon challenged us as part of this collaboration to make a Christmas recipe for you. I chose to find a vintage Christmas recipe. I will be making Apple Dapple Cake. To start our cake, we are going to add vegetable oil, white sugar and brown sugar. We're going to turn that on and let that get combined. This recipe specifically called for a stand mixer, or I would use my hand mixer so you can see a little bit better. Once your oil and your sugars are combined, you're going to add your eggs one at a time. We're going to add in vanilla. I found this recipe on Pinterest, and I'll be sure to link the recipe below. To our wet ingredients, we're going to be adding flour, nutmeg, cinnamon, and salt. I'm going to whisk these things together, and we're going to add a little bit of flour at a time. Next, we're going to fold in apples by hand. This dough is really thick, so that must be why they highly recommended that you use the stand mixer. And then next, we're going to add in our pecans. And we're going to work the apples and the pecans into our dough. I have a 9x13 baking dish that has been greased with shortening and floured. We're going to pour our mixture into our baking dish. We're going to spread out our cake batter as evenly as we can. This is what looks to be a pretty rustic, dense cake. This is going to go into our oven at 325 degrees for 45 to 55 minutes until your toothpick comes out clean. My cake just came out of the oven. It cooked for 47 minutes. My toothpick comes out clean, or whatever, my cake tester stick here comes out clean. I checked it in a couple of different places. Next, it's time for the icing. To start on the icing, we are going to take butter, brown sugar, white sugar, heavy whipping cream, and vanilla. We're going to bring this to a boil, and we're going to let it boil for 1 minute while stirring. All right, we are boiling, and we are continuing to boil as we stir. We're going to let this cook for 1 minute. And the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to pour our icing over our cake. The only thing that we have left to do is to let our cake cool completely. And here is our vintage Christmas recipe, Apple Dapple Cake. That recipe was really easy, and it packed a punch of flavor and was absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to make that Apple Dapple Cake again. I'm going to be sure to include the recipe in my recipe box for next Christmas. Wanted to thank Falon again for hosting our collaboration and to remind you to be sure to check out the playlist in the description box below. And don't forget, Jesus loves you. I'll see you in the next one.